coming in at tight end. Had you split out a little bit in the slot the other day, just the impact he's made in your eyes?
Well, he had a pretty good game last game. I really didn't know he could play that well, but
Really?
he showed to the world and to me that he could really play. He could be a great asset to our team.
So you weren't expecting that at all from him? Or?
I mean, I was. With him transferring in, with transfers, you always have some type of expectation for them, but he showed me he could do a little bit more than I expected this past weekend.
Tyler, after the game, Kirby praised the block that George had in the long run for DeAndre Swift. Kind of how impressed were you and the other receivers by that, and what you guys kind of say to him in the film room when that kind of thing gets pointed out?
Of course, that's something that's kind of overlooked for receivers, blocking downfield, and it goes a long way. So we're pretty, of course, I'm pretty hyped about the blocking. I love when receivers make good blocks downfield. It just helps bring our other players forward, but we were all pretty excited.
And talking about that, and I think he mentioned Zamir picking up a pass block too, kind of saying, it's little things like that that get freshmen more playing time. As receivers, how much do you guys kind of, I guess, try to impart that on George and Dom and younger guys that that's things you got to do if you want to play?
Well, yeah, we let them know since they walked in the door, if you want to play, this is not just a air raid offense. We run the ball too, and that requires us to block. And for those short runs to become long runs downfield, we got to block those safeties, block those corners, and just get our hands on them.
Do you remember little things like that that you had to learn when you got here, and kind of who were some of the guys that took you under the wing and kind of helped you learn those kind of things?
Yeah, when I got here, I had to, I was already pretty strong, good blocker, but I had to also learn just to play special teams, just the little things, special teams, blocking downfield, just knowing what you got to do and when you got to do it. And I think the guys that took me under their wing was like Javon Williams and Reggie when he was here, and just guys like that. Just take me on their wing and try to show me the Georgia way.
Tyler, you had I guess you were in and out of the injury tent, or Kirby mentioned. What went wrong, or what's right? I mean, what was the?
This past weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a little tweak with my ankle. I kind of rolled it on my own. And no physical contact or anything, just rolled it on my own. I'm fine.
Just tape it up and run
Yes,
back
sir.
out there. Still one of the fastest guys on the team.
Yes, sir.
Have you tracked down? Have you ever caught James Cook from behind? There's been a lot of talk about him lately, and you're kind of reputed to be one of the fastest guys on the team.
Well, I haven't personally caught him from behind. We just never had that chance. We used to be on kickoffs together, but with my position, I was like the safety, so I didn't have to run full speed down. But we haven't had the chance to get that race out the way yet.
Eli compared James to Alvin Kamara. Do you kind of see some of the similar type qualities in James?
Yeah, I do. A lot compared to Alvin Kamara, just his running style, his acceleration, his balance. He has very good balance and his vision.
And he's been able to kind of line up all over the place, get the ball in his hands several different ways. Like what attributes does it present for an offense when you've got a guy like that that can, be all over the place, get the ball in his hands lots of different ways?
Well, when you have a running back that can play slot, that's already an advantage. When he can learn how to run routes, learn how to catch the ball in space and make moves in space, that's already an advantage. So we kind of use him. We're using him a lot more in the slot and just trying to use it to our advantage.
Is that something you think has been more of an emphasis this year than last year with the coaching staff kind of thinking, hey, we need to figure out ways to get this guy the ball?
Yeah, I think the emphasis for this year is just finding ways to accommodate all our players. Just looking at each guy's skill set and figure out how you can get them the ball based on their skill set. So I really like what Coley's doing.
Have you talked with George? I know that Kirby talked about what an emotional guy he is. You're a guy that seems to play on that edge as well. Have you tried to guide him or give him some counsel as one of the older guys in the receivers room?
Well, yeah, of course. With me being the senior in the room, that's my job to step up and talk to him a little bit. He brings a lot of energy to the room. But I'm sorry, can you kind of repeat?
Well, I was just asking what advice could you give George? I mean, as far as him playing to the edge without going overboard emotionally.
Okay.
Because Kirby said that that's an area that, he doesn't want to take away, but obviously he can't get personal.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, we love the energy that he brings to the receiver room. We have to let him know that sometimes you might give off a little bit too much. As in high school, you got to stay within the rules, stay disciplined at times, and just be humble at times. So that's just the advice I would give him. Be humble and just stay about your business. He's doing a very good job for our team. He's been very productive. So.
It's going to be hard for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is hard for him. I'll let you know that. It is hard for George, but we're trying to keep him a little humble.